My soul family, my soul family. When it comes to these lame guys in Monroe, Louisiana, let me tell you this. These type of lame dudes will be the type of dudes who were geeks when they were kids that used to have comic books of Marvel characters and DC characters from Hulk, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Electro, the list goes on. And then when they graduate from high school, then they want to turn around and claim to be some wannabe gangsters, claiming that they are gangsters related to NBA Youngboy, Soprano, and Max Payne family, or related to the Tony Montana family, just because the gangster trend is being promoted. And it's a cool thing out for the dudes that's in their 20s and 30s. It's a shame. It is a shame. And you know, I have a stepbrother who was originally a geeky guy. Like, he was a real geeky guy who was in the comics. He collected all the Spider-Man toys. He had fucking Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man, the Scorpion dude, you know, Green Goblin. He had Spider-Man games. He had Avatar, the last Airbender games. He had Incredible Hulk games. He had Marvel Nemesis. You know, he had Spider-Man Friend or Foe. And then, like, he was a kid. He was in elementary school, pre-K. And, like, you know, he was a geeky guy. He wasn't not into no gangster shit, talking about shooting niggas up and stuff like that. He started talking like that when his Libra Zodiac ass had, like, got around soulless vibrational people that he be friends with, and, like, also watching some lame ass shit, like with these gangster promotions and drug promotions on the internet. And then ever since he graduated high school, then that's when he started, like, claiming to be a gangster and shit, man. Like, he was just another Joshua Blanson clone. He turned out to be another Joshua Blanson clone. And I'm like, man, this stuff is ridiculous, man. What's up with these lame dudes, these lame guys who think that, oh, when they graduate high school and then all of a sudden they could become gangsters? Like, no, if your mother and father, your uncle, your auntie were not gangsters, what's gonna make you be a gangster? You just looking fake. Oh, and my classmates, they definitely not off the hook either. Just like my stepbrother, man, there's some classmates I went to school with. Just like my stepbrother who was younger than me, man. Man, like, these classmates and any lame ass dude in Monroe, Louisiana, They was in ROTC clubs, art clubs, sports clubs in middle school and high school, and they were never on no gangster shit, man. Just like my stepbrother who's younger than me, man. Like, you know, all these lame ass dudes, like, they used to be taking pictures, talking about swag sandwich and all that stuff, smiling in cameras and shit. And then around 2020 era, you know, all these lame ass classmates of mine and these lame ass dudes that's the same age as my stepbrother who's in his early 20s, man, years later, they start wearing all black and shit, wearing ski masks and shiesties and getting locks to try to appear tough, to try to appear like some gangsters, knowing that they some weak ass lame ass bitches who wouldn't even stand up to a police officer who would attack a human civilian that don't have no weapons on them. Because my stepbrother is a lame ass bitch, just like these lame ass classmates I got there are lame ass bitches who wouldn't stand up to a police officer who is harming a human civilian that is minding their own business. And then all that gangster stuff would just disappear. But they'll talk all this gangster stuff, having all these damn weapons and shit, talking all on the phone with their soulless vibrational friends that they got guns, they got MR16s, AK-47s, you know, Glock switches, knives, swords, any type of weapon you think of. They talking all this gangster shit. They was never on this gangster stuff when they were kids and teenagers. They only start talking like that when they graduated high school, only because NBA Youngboy and these other lame ass, fake ass gangster rappers on television and the internet, you know, made that stuff seem trendy and cool, right? Because my stepbrother and My stepbrother, for example, man, he only got locks to appear like a gangster, bro. He didn't get no locks because of some ancient African ancestor, to tap in spirituality, to be like a sun god. He didn't get it for that. He followed trends. How I know he followed trends? Because like me and my stepbrother, we don't have no connection, regardless of the damn zodiac chart. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, he not even my phenotype. We don't even have the same phenotype, because I don't walk around claiming to be no gangster, because I know I went to schools. From elementary to high school. So if I graduate elementary, middle school, and high school, how I'm going to walk around talk about being a gangster? That I would look so corny doing that shit. That's why my stepbrother and classmates who were in ROTC clubs, football clubs in middle school and high school, and all these different clubs, and they used to draw and be in the comics and anime and manga and all this shit, and then they talking about being gangsters, man. They are some lame ass dudes, man. Just like Joshua Blanson. He portrayed to be like a wannabe gangster at times and shit. Knowing damn well, like, a lot of his people was in militaries and all this stuff. Like, how the hell can you claim to be gangster? Like, I'm gonna tell you this, a lot of these lame ass dudes, man, like whether it's my stepbrother, classmates, or anyone that used to be in ROTC clubs, sports clubs, and art clubs, like if your mother and father, uncle and auntie were CEO and managers of a Lowe's, a Home Depot, a Olive Garden, a Wawa's, or any type of mall, or any type of store, any type of corporation store, you cannot walk around talking about being a gangster, man. Like my stepbrother's mother, she's like a monitor. She's like a monitor at a corporation. She's a monitor in corporation, almost near a CEO. And he walks around talking about being a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to sound like, these country bumpkin ass fake gangster rappers like NBA Youngboy having a country ass accent, talking about like, yeah, man, like the fuck, can you speak proper English, my guy? You see what I'm saying? Like, and it pains me to make fun of that fucking fake gangster accent that these lame ass dudes in Louisiana be on, man, because Louisiana is not a gangster place. It's a place with animals, farms, bayous, swamps. I should not hear nobody talk about it's the trenches. If it was such the trenches, why do I see a bunch of Indians, a bunch of European people go to a Sam's Club, a Walmart, they go to restaurants and they be all safe? I see, man, bro, I've been to Walmarts. I've been to so many stores, and look, it be safe. I mean, the only thing you would have to be worried about is crooked police systems that will be on some Trayvon Martin energy type shit and kill an innocent civilian. That's the only thing I would be concerned about. But other that whole gangster, soprano, Max Payne shit, that shit lame of what these lame ass dudes in Monroe, Louisiana be doing, or all of Louisiana, man. Like, it don't make no damn sense. Like, all these lame ass dudes claim to be gangsters and shit. Talk about they steal vehicles and got switches. They'll shoot a nigga up and stuff like that. But when it comes to a police officer that will harm an innocent civilian, pulling a Trayvon Martin or Sandra Bland situation, none of these wannabe gangsters like my stepbrother or classmates or any fake ass wannabe gangster dudes that be trying to wear all black and try to appear all tough. They don't even have this gangster energy when it comes to police officers. It disappear. And these police officers be laughing at these wannabe gangster dudes. These police officers be sitting there laughing. Like, they be like, man, these wannabe gangsters. Like, they really be sitting there laughing, bro. They really be sitting there laughing, these lame ass wannabe fake gangster dudes in Louisiana, knowing that they went to schools. Like, the only real gangsters out there, because, like, let me tell you this. Like, these lame ass dudes who were geeks in elementary to high school, and then they want to grow locks or like try to look like a gangster and wear all black to appear all tough, but knowing that they weak bitches that will literally find themselves bitch made afraid if they were in a situation where they had to really be in some gangster activities because they were talking all that gangster shit on the phone and on the internet. Man, bro, They would be bitch made afraid, and they not gonna be about it. And they sure wouldn't be about it with the police. You see what I'm saying? So like all this gangster stuff that these dudes be talking in Louisiana when they were geeks as kids, like that stuff is so lame and corny. It is lame and corny to me. Super lame, super corny. For real. Word to everything that I have intuition on in this omniverse, in existence, in the whole existence. Because like no guy who was a geek as a kid, teenager, from elementary to high school, that was never on no gangster shit. They never talk about being like real gangsters, real niggas and shit. Back when they were kids, they were acting like good boys. They were geeks, being in the comics and all that. And then when they graduate high school and then they start to go from wearing bright colors and start to wear all black and shit, try to appear like gangsters and shit. Now, we're like, that don't make no damn sense. That's corny and lame as fuck, man. A lot of these dudes in Monroe, Louisiana, and for example, they're all fucking lame, bro. A lot of these dudes went to fucking schools. They went to elementary all the way up to high schools out there. So them graduating these places talk about their gangsters. It makes no damn sense. You see what I'm saying? And like these be the same dudes who talk all this gangster shit, man. Like if they found themselves in a situation from talking all this gangster shit with their friends on the phone, talk about they got guns and all this stuff, and then when they be caught by surprise and they get shot and killed, and then blood is leaking out their body, and then they got tears coming out their eyes while they're bleeding. Now they wish they weren't talking no gangster shit. They wishing they weren't on no gangster shit, following trends the way that NBA YoungBoy and all these fake gangster rappers on the internet and TV be selling to these damn gullible ass, lame ass dudes in Monroe, Louisiana, or any city in Louisiana, man. Like this stuff don't make no damn sense. It really don't. And you know, and to my classmates, stepbrother, and like all of my stepbrother friends that, you know, try to pretend to be all gangsters and shit, knowing damn well they were geeks growing up. Like, man, bro, you look corny as fuck to me, man. That's why I don't hang around you guys. I don't hang around a lot of these classmates or my stepbrother or stepbrothers, like, you know, friends that used to be geeks when they were like growing up in elementary, middle school, and high school. And then they talk about being gangsters and shit after they graduate high school, you know, claiming gangster families they are not a part of, man. Because real gangsters, they never even went to school system. Because for one, a lot of these people that are birthed into gangster families, if they had their child go to a school, that would be too much of a target on that child because they're related to a gangster. You see what I'm saying? My stepbrother not related to no damn gangster. None of my classmates are related to no gangsters, because if that was the damn case, I would have never even met them. They would have to be under the radar, because real gangsters and people that are children of gangster families, they have to be under the radar. They have to lay low. They can't even show themselves. And like another thing too, a lot of my stepbrother and so many individuals in Monroe, Louisiana that be acting like they got ops and shit. You know, they carrying weapons with them everywhere that they go. Like, bro, you can literally go to parks. You can literally go to parks in Monroe, Louisiana. You can literally go to any place and not worry about no damn ops or gangs. Like they acting like they got to worry about Pyrus, Crips, Vice Lords, and all this type of shit. That's not in Louisiana. I don't know why my stepbrother, other fake ass dudes in Louisiana that used to be geeks when they were growing up, try to claim this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I gotta say about it, man. Like, if your mother and father, your uncle and auntie was never gangsters, and you a dude, man, or a female, like you should not be walking around claiming to be no gangster. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That don't even make no damn sense.